Hello everyone, my name is The Demented Salad and welcome to part 14 of my speedrunning tutorial for Resident Evil 5 New Game Amateur Solo. This video will be covering chapter 5.3 and we're going to start just after we left off. In this inventory screen we're going to remove our sniper, incendiary grenades and explosive rounds from our inventory. Then take out a rocket, the magnum, and then we're going to give Sheva a heal if we have any left. Then we're going to head into the game. After the starting cutscene, take a right and then head up the ladder. Then continue down the right path. Collect the machine gun ammo off the wall and then send Sheva into attack mode. Equip your machine gun and then ready up on the door. Here we're going to run ahead while Sheva loots. Before opening the door, shoot the box on the other side of the fence, then kick the door open and take out your last grenade. Run out into the open area and a wave of enemies will spawn. Throw your grenade over to them to kill them. You'll know if you got them all if the music stops. Open the door to your left and then collect the electric rounds. Take out your magnum and continue along the path. There are multiple different sets of RNG to this area, which will determine how many Reapers will spawn and when. If a Reaper spawns as you're about to open this door like mine does, we're going to pull the lever, quick turn and shoot our magnum into its stomach to kill it instantly. It's possible that another Reaper may be waiting for you just outside this door, but if they are, you can shoot an electric round to stagger it. Run to your left and then skip the cutscene. Now all we have to do is wait for the platform to come to us. You can use this time to clean up any extra enemies or collect any treasure from fallen Reapers, but for the sake of consistency, I won't be picking up extra treasures here to show that you will always have enough money. It is also possible that Sheva can die here in very rare instances, but it really doesn't happen often. Once the platform arrives, run onto it and then restart checkpoint. Once back in, tell Sheva to use the lever, get onto the platform, and she'll send you across. While the platform is moving, 3 enemies are going to spawn. You can kill one of the shield Magini as they try to jump across the platform. Get off the platform and then pull the lever to send it back to Sheva. While the platform's moving, I suggest trying to kill the other shield Magini by shooting him in the leg and then breaking his neck. Once the platform's back at Sheva, pull the lever and then wait for it to come back to you. Once Sheva's across, keep her close and then continue onwards. A cutscene will play and a bunch of enemies will spawn. We're going to try and ignore most of these enemies and just charge ahead, but we will have to stagger some of the melee Magini because sometimes they'll hyperswing and more often than not it'll hit Sheva. Kick the door open and collect the necklace from your right, making sure to keep Sheva close to you and then continue into the next area. Just as you enter this area, there is a herb if you need it. Make sure to keep Sheva close to you here so she passes correctly through this area, because otherwise when you try to go to the lever, she'll start running around and take terrible lines. After pulling the lever, the platform you're on will start rotating and a bunch of enemies will appear. Ignore these for now because this section is kind of important. In this section, 2 sets of enemies are going to spawn and slow down the platform, which we need to kill in order to speed it back up again. Our goal here is to dispatch the enemies more or less as they spawn. The first set of enemies will spawn on the lowest of 3 platforms around the edge of the area that we're in. So we're going to position ourselves so that as they spawn, we're close enough to be able to shoot them down with machine gun bullets. Once the platform speeds up again, we're going to have a little timer before the second wave spawns, but they will spawn on the platform directly right of the one we were just at. When we're a little closer to them spawning, we're going to set ourselves up again to be the closest that we can be in order to kill them with the machine gun. After killing the second wave, this area is more or less completed. Take out your grenade launcher and look upwards towards the middle platform we're ascending to. Then aim down towards the end of the room. As we approach the platform, a group of enemies will spawn, and we're going to shoot around 4 or 5 electric rounds into the floor beneath them in order to kill them before we get up there. Once the platform stops, head up the stairs, collect any ammo on the floor if you need it, and then continue through the double door. As we enter this area, run forwards a little bit and then shoot down the treasure directly above us. Then we're going to head behind the hut, turn on the power, and make our way to the elevator. Once the platform descends, tell Shiver to use the lever, then jump onto the platform. Shiver will send you up, and a large group of lickers are going to start spawning, which we're going to try and run past all of them. Shoot the slicker off the wall with an electric round, and then continue running. Place your last explosive mine here to try and keep them away as long as possible. Then run to the box and start pushing it. It is possible that Shiver may get beaten up here by the first 2 lickers if they go down to her, but it doesn't happen that often and she won't usually die from it. It's also possible that the lickers may catch up towards the end of you pushing the box, and if they do, you can stagger their lick attack like I do here. Jump down and pull the lever to lower the bridge, then turn right and collect the treasure from the first locker and the magnum ammo from the third. There is a first aid spray in the middle if you need it. Open the door and have Shiver follow directly behind you so the lickers don't completely break her pathing. Then cross the bridge, shoot the treasure down and collect it, reload your magnum, and make sure all of your guns are in equipable slots, then take out your machine gun and head into the Wesker fight. Okay, so before this boss fight starts, let me explain a couple things. There are 2 different ways of doing this boss fight. One takes 20 seconds and the other takes 17. I'm going to show both of these, however I personally prefer the 20-second fight as it's much more consistent, as this fight has a lot of RNG to it. Wesker cannot normally be damaged or shot by normal means, and the only way to actually damage him is to do it when he's in the middle of an animation or with a rocket launcher. The specific animation that we use for this is his spinning roundhouse kick. The reason this fight is RNG is because you have to be stood behind him in order for him to do this attack, but there is a rare chance that instead of him doing the attack, he'll simply just turn around to face you. I'm going to show you the faster method first. We start by shooting a rocket to Wesker's right. This chunks his health and forces him to dash towards us. Turn around, then as he roundhouses, shoot him twice in the head with the Magnum. Swap to machine gun and then shoot him once to make him dash. Then when he roundhouses again, shoot him twice more in the head with the Magnum. Shoot him again with the machine gun to make him dash. Then when he roundhouses, shoot him one more time in the head with the Magnum. This is the more RNG of the two fights, as it relies on Wesker doing 3 roundhouse kicks, whereas the second fight relies on only 2. This fight also uses 5 Magnum rounds, whereas the second way only uses 3. For the second way, we start off the exact same with the rocket and shooting him twice in the head when he roundhouses. But this time, we're going to go up to him and punch him, which will go into a long combo of 4 QTEs, which once completed will knock him to the ground. Take out the machine gun and then shoot him to make him dash. Then turn around and when he roundhouses, Magnum him once in the head and the fight will be done. While he's down, equip your machine gun and make sure your grenade launcher is on an equipable slot. Just before the Jill fight starts, I also want to explain a couple things. Jill has 2 different HP bars. She has her normal HP bar, and then she has the HP bar of the machine that's controlling her. This device has 7 HP, and no matter what bullet you shoot at it, it will always deal 1 damage to it. So you need to shoot it 7 times in order to be able to pull it off of Jill instantly. Bullets still do normal damage to Jill herself, which is why if you shoot her too much, she will die. There is also a 10k treasure just in front of where Jill spawns if you're worried about money, but picking it up can mess up the fight. Once the fight starts, head down the left stairs, and then stand just near the bottom of them so she'll hiss and run off. Follow her, and then when she turns around to face you, shoot her leg and then her chest. You need to do this 7 times in quick succession with the machine gun. And then after the 7th chest shot, shoot it in the leg 1 more time, quick swap to your grenade launcher, and shoot an electric round close to her feet to stun her. Doing this allows Shiver to instantly grab hold of her for you, whereas normally she'll do a long animation of throwing her to the ground. Grab Jill and then mash the QTE prompt. The chest piece should come off instantly, and with that, Chapter 5.3 is completed, along with Chapter 5 of the speedrun. Thank you guys for watching, I greatly appreciate it. If you found the video informative and you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the subscribe button and like the video down below. If you're interested, you can also follow me on my Twitch channel, which will be in the description. The next video is going to be covering Chapter 6.1, so I hope to see you there.